Ha! You thought it was 1 minute and 3 seconds left until we went live. You were wrong. It was not. We are live now. Slight problem at the HQ, as Mario pointed out, is that we had a wheel. We repaired a wheel for a customer. If you want to know this story, you might as well. Repaired a wheel for a customer, and we got a notification saying there's been a hold up with it, and it's coming back, I think, or rerouted. We didn't reroute it. The customer didn't reroute it. Something a bit dodgy's gone on, so we're last 45 minutes been on the phone, and I've managed to get them to hold the parcel, that wheel, someone's lovely wheel, hold it and return it back to us. Something dodgy's gone on. Someone's tried to reroute it to a completely different address. Don't know what that's all about, but good job we caught that one. Otherwise, the customer would have lost their own wheel, and presumably we'd have to give them a brand new one because it would have gone somewhere else. So, wow, very strange. Within all the years, we've not had that. I think it's probably, rather than someone trying to steal the goods in the warehouse of FedEx, I think probably it's just FedEx that kind of screwed it up, got the wrong package and reproduced a label for it. Basically, that when a label goes on a package, that's like a barcode. It's completely unique and it should never be ripped off and changed. It should always remain the same end to end. So for that to be just completely changed, tracking number completely changed, essentially, is what happened there. As if it didn't exist kind of thing. So it just comes across as slightly dodgy. But anyway, it's been rescued and it's coming back to us. It just means a bit of a delay for the customer. Dodgy, dodgy, dodgy. Let's have a little look. See if I can find Speedy feet. There we go. Speedy feet. See if I can get the live on here. Oh, they close in 55 minutes. There we go. The live's on. The live's on, boys. And this is going to go full volume, isn't it? It is. That's me speaking. Right, I'm on there so I can see those. Okay, so we've got a few people on. What a total waste of 45 minutes that was. Well, not a waste because we resolved it, but bent the rim on my KS14D. Just had a little over 1,000 miles on it. Below. Time for a new motor on that then. Greetings from Norway, KS18XL, 9,400 kilometers. And a Sherman 3,800 kilometers. Total of 15,500 since September 2018. Gothenburg, Sweden in the house. Gotway Tesla for the win. Most bang for buck. Gotway Tesla. That is an underrated wheel. A bit like the KS16X has become. It's a bit underrated. Good afternoon, everyone. Mr. and Mrs. Wheels. Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Wheels. Here from Oregon, InMotion V10F, my first and only. 200 miles since October. Congratulations on your wheel. Neon. Hi Ian, got the silly scooter and no way do I get 30 miles per battery. You don't get 30 miles. That's a bit of a shame. What mileage do you get? Working with SmartBoy here, my battery wouldn't advise silly scooters at the moment. Got 2 batteries and tested them numerous times on straight coastline at 50 mile average. Get 14 to 16 miles. And you're not massive amount of kilograms, are you? You're not as fat as me. And so I'd get even less than you. Which is a bit worrying, isn't it? If you're only getting 14 to 16. Oh, lovely. One thing I won't be having at this current time is biscuits. They are stored. They've been put into storage. And we'll be on to them at some point. Oh, thank you. So lovely, a cup of tea. Because I'm dropping weight like a bad boy. Like a rude boy.
Yeah, I'm taking it.
Mario is putting on weight. Which is a bit weird. Considering I joined him in the challenge to lose weight. I said, I'll join you to sort of form this front that could advance and contract. Literally contract. But instead now, what you know, like talk about being yoked unequally. We're supposed to be balanced in this weight thing. We go down. We're losing similar kilograms, but it's gone a bit like that. And that's me up here. And then this is Mario down here. He's going to sort it out. He's promised. We did our weigh-in this week, and he promised next week he will be better. We're going to write a score report for him. It just says on that moment, could do better. That's what he's going to say. Emergency tea situation. Absolutely. There was no tea at that time, sadly. Ricks and Jacks, Journey, say, Mario forgot to put the kettle on. We were talking about Polly earlier, actually. Polly put the kettle on. Good luck and emergency. Zoom Wheels Brian. Yo Ian. Yo Brian in the house. Is the stream normally 720p?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Hi all from Durham, riding 6 years. That's Paul. Oh, he might have just got a new wheel. Oh, exciting. He's got a Sherman. 3,000 miles on various wheels, just got a Sherman. And have you headed out yet, Paul? And is it tipping down with rain now you've finally decided to ride it? That's the way it goes, isn't it? He's getting me an EXN Sport Zoom wheel. Not Paul, isn't. Kona Coffee Grower, good morning from Hawaii. What do they say in Hawaii?
Aloha.
There we are. Thanks, Mario. KSS18 and 18XL. Mario is a secret eater. Yes. Are you a secret eater? He only had one slice of toast this morning because I quizzed him about it, you see, because we just want to, motivate, help motivate, not to put down, but to build up, to edify. And he only had one piece of toast. With Mario, it's very similar to the kids, where they'll give you a little snippet of truth, and it's almost like there's a loophole within the contract of the conversation you're having at this point in time. So you have to really drill down. So with Mario, it's like, yeah, one piece of toast, but what was on it? Nutella. How much? Just one slice? No, but how much Nutella was on it? We know it's one slice, already established that. How much Nutella? Was it that much, or that much? I reckon he had a foot of Nutella sat on top. So, yeah, he's getting there, though. What are you going to be next week, Mario, when you weigh in?
Less than this week.
Less than this week. And that is the attitude, which is good. Laurie Nocta, good afternoon. From Derbyshire, Sherman, 25 miles. Slowly but surely learning EUCs. Love it. Congratulations. Is Laurie on the old electric people? I think he might be. I don't know. Oh, do you have an article that you wanted me to share later on? Is that why it was up on the screen?
It's okay.
That's okay then, because that's gone now. That's yeah, that's gone. Oh, we got some back buttons as well. Do I need to press the forward button? Perhaps I do. What happens if I press the forward button? Oh no. It's weird, pressing back button then made it go away.
I've opened a photo. Bye.
So oh, have you?
There's a photo of the new V12 Elite.
Oh. We'll talk about it later. Shall we? What?
Yeah.
Where was it? Was it something you posted?
I've posted, but also there is a photo that I've downloaded.
Yeah, no, I've got it here. Yeah, got it on there. Yeah, new leak. Okay, and then you've created a link to it. I see a link to the photo. Is it?
But I've also downloaded because the computer is a bit slow.
This Windows machine is slow. Whatever next? I had problems with the other Windows machine earlier, didn't I? I found a documentary footage on an old PC of back to, so we started here 2007-ish. And so I found footage back so far that was stored on that machine. It was called the documentary, so I created a documentary and got all the footage. A bit like we're doing the weekly vlog now. Years ago, I used to also go around with a camera. And it was when GoPros basically first came out. I got some mobile footage, but also I think it was called an XL1 Canon camera. All in one unit, recording onto tape. And I recorded some of that on there as well. And so I found that footage, copied it off it won't play on the Windows machine for some reason, but copied it across, and now we're going to try and put it on the Macs and edit it. Hooray, so many of you that my comments make a difference. Says Roland. Old Trapper Tom from Germany, RS Tesla, M10 S Scooter, Eastgate 8 and 20,000 kilometers and more. Craig says, hi everyone, Poppy's M10 has done 800 miles. That is actually probably more than our M10 I think. Marty, thank you very much for the $5. Bet Mario can win the diet contest. I have my full 100% faith behind him. Ooh. There's no way he will let me down. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Sorry to tell you, I had to break this to you, the chances or even odds of that happening, of Mario winning the diet contest, I'm not sure there's actually a way of winning, but the most lost by the time you come to get married. When you get married, August something.
Yeah. August
something, he's getting married. Can't reveal the date because I know what you paparazzi are like. You'll be all around there hunting him down, trying to get photos of his wedding. Yeah, that's sorry to say it, I don't think... Well, it's not looking promising. Let's put it this way. If it was a horse race, the horses are set off, and the line's here, because we've got so much... It's August, a long way away. The line's here. I've got to here, and Mario's gone here. Literally, that's what's happening, because you put weight on. So it's actually, the line's here, I've got to here, Mario's gone down here. So he's gone backwards. So if you were in the stands and you were watching that, there's like jockey on the horse, and he goes, go! And the gates drop, and he trots backwards. Like that. And they're like, oh, for goodness sake, I put all my money on him. What's he doing? What an idiot. There's a chance that, of course, I'll slow down. This is a great analogy, the horse racing thing. And he will speed up. I need to make a cardboard cutout of them with little sticks with the horses on top of them so we can move them around. Yeah. The horse race. Yeah. We could display our weight loss not by the graph we got on the wall, but with horses on a track. Let's do that. Where are you from? I am from Berlin. That's Old Trapper Tom. Is asking. No, that's Roland is asking Old Trapper Tom. And Old Trapper Tom has said he's near FFM, which is Federation for Men. That's where he's from. So there we go.
No, so on the bar.
On the bar.
Yeah, there's a picture of
wine bar.
A photograph. No, the Windows bar.
Windows bar.
The last icon.
Last icon.
Click on it.
Click on it.
Yes.
Done. I can follow instructions. It's a black screen, which is entertaining. Very funny, Mario. Oh no, Windows. Sorry, forgot. It's loading.
It's just
got it. Right. So I'm zooming in, I believe. Oh, hello. Oh no. Right, yeah. Transfer the screen then to so the folks can see it, because at the moment just look at my ugly face.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Adjustable pedals, foot plates, to keep you safe at off-road riding. The world first electric unicycle that can adjust the height of the foot plates. Lower.
Can you start again?
Can I start again?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Press record then. Nah, it's pressing buttons. Mario wants me to start again so he can use this in a snippet that can be uploaded onto our channel later. So he's just pressed record on the camera.
Yeah. Action.
Bless you. My goodness me. So this is about the V12. Adjustable foot plates, not pedals, to keep you safe at off-road riding. The world first electric unicycle that can adjust the height of the foot plates. Lower setting for the city riding. Higher setting for the off-road riding. Really? Oh no. Windows machine. You can't scroll down. Let's go there. Can I grab it and scroll, do you reckon?
Yeah.
There we are. Oh, I see.
Go to the very top.
Go to the very top, boys. What do you want me to go to the very top for? Are you showing the folks this?
You need to scroll up, because this is your like showing the near the end of the presentation.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow! It started.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Why would it do that? Why would it go to the bottom of the? Oh, I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is photo viewers. Oh my goodness! Can you scroll with the? Can't scroll with the. No, can't scroll with the touchpad. This is painful. There we go. Right, let's try again. There we go. So V12 built for the ultimate. I've lost enthusiasm now. V12 built for the ultimate city riding. That's because of Windows. Max speed, yeah, lovely. Let's get on the screen. Max speed, 70 kilometers an hour. I wonder if that's real or pretend. Battery capacity, 1,750 watt hours. Okay. So I wonder what the range is. Auto headlight, power motor. It's 2,500. Waterproof, IPX5. 100 volt. App-free multifunctional touchscreen. Now that is intriguing. All you need is embedded in this magical display. Bailey King. No, Bailey there. His name's Bailey. He is ranked king and he's done 3,582 kilometers. Very good. His max speed has been 56. Okay, so that's the screen on the top of the V12. Has got all this going on. Pedal sensitivity, foot plate sensitivity. It's a longer word, so I'll better fit it in, are they? Foot plate. I need to think of a different one. They got calibration on there. You can change your LED colours. You can change the anti-spinning, so you can turn that on and off. Basically, it's the app within the screen on the wheel itself, isn't it? I like the little power button there, if that's the power button. Looks like some sort of rubberized material, very well machined. Looks like it might be flush, but with a lovely press. It looks a bit like that.
Very easy to press.
Very easy to press, is it?
Maybe.
Maybe easy to press, Mario's saying. I think it would be easy to... What, you mean press accidentally, or... Yeah. Oh, okay. But I assume, just like all the other wheels, if you press it whilst you're riding, then it won't cut the machine off, because that would be crazy. That looks pretty good. It's even got a little Bluetooth logo on the screen telling you where you are, whether you're connected or not to your phone. Anti-theft digital lock. The motor will be disengaged before you put in the right password. Very good. Don't forget your password, unless there's an easy way of resetting it. 2-level visual alarm. The new alarm system will give you 2 colour options. Okay, gives you a battery voltage by the looks of it, and battery percentage. Well done. About time that you did both. Not them, but most people either have. It's either or. Not usually both at the same time, which is pretty useful to have both. 1 level visual alarm, and then it obviously get an alarm at 50. Interesting. At 80%, you're going to get a warning, a top-end warning at 50 kilometers an hour. The ultimate city riding experience. Top speed, 70.2,500. Hills, 35 degree. Look at that. iPhone headlight. Built-in light sensor enables the headlight can be turned on and off automatically. Now that is interesting. I am interested in that. If it really means... if it dips, that will be brilliant as oncoming cars come. Ambient RGB light. The RGB light side lights give you the maximum happiness of choosing your own light pattern. I like that. So this will actually give you happiness, this wheel. That's the promise there, isn't it? Those RGB LED side lights will give you maximum happiness of your choosing.
Yep.
So that alone, don't go to a psychiatrist. Or if you do, they should administer this wheel to you. They should say, this is what you need. Go to speedyfeet.co.uk. Redesigned controller. The base is almost 2 times the size of Emotion V11's, which can secure your safety by its superior control and algorithm. Can you see how many MOSFETs that's got there? Is it 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12, unless it's double-sided, is 24. Surely not. The other side. Interesting. Very good. I quite like the way they packaged the V11 one. Adjustable foot plates to keep you safe at off-road riding. We've done that one already. Skip that. We didn't quite see that there. The 20 mil, not 120 mil. That would be mental. The 20 mil adjustment of your foot plates. Interesting. What is pleasing about this is that they are introducing multiple different things into a single product release. They haven't just done one refresh. Changed the entire design. They changed the headlight. They've put a screen on the top, touch screen, color touch screen. The power button's better positioned, I would have said, and probably better quality, and introduced the adjustment of the foot plates. Smart and innovative BMS, so battery management system. 3 built-in BMS dominates the management of 2 batteries embedded into the Emotion app. All error messages will be storaged and displayed on the app. They will be storaged. Okay, there's the foot plates. You can kind of see it all there. It's a blown up diagram. Kind of get a good idea, don't you? Wow, they've really packed those batteries in there. Even though the battery capacity isn't massive, I don't think they could have made more use of that space. They've done a bit of a King Song thing with the shaping the batteries out at the bottom like you get on the KS18 now. Faster and more durable. The charging system has evolved to a new level which is equipped with a Type A, Type C and a 5-pin charging port. 231 watt charger allows you to charge the wheel by 9 hours. That's oh okay. 230, so it's 2.3 amps. So it's not a quick charger. Be nice if they could put a 5 amp in with it, wouldn't it? It's not a mega feature, that one. it's it's not. It's pretty slow, to be fair. 1.75 is the typical brick charger we've been getting for wheels for ages, and then we started getting 2.5s, and then we started getting 5 amps. But of course, 5 amps are a lot bigger, so yeah, nothing that special. I wouldn't say about that. I think we were critiquing last time, Mario, weren't we? The layout of the USB ports.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of wasted space. Is that because there wasn't a charge port in that area before? Is that what we were saying? Because we were saying why don't they stack them on top of each other and reduce the size down? I don't think there was a charge port in the last one we looked at, was there?
No, it was 3 holes.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Can't remember what we're moaning about now because it looks alright there in that image.
It's what we're talking about. It's either put them all in one line, or just have 4. So
okay.
2 charge ports and the USB.
Yeah, that was it. Double charge port, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Why not do a double charge port? Especially if you've got three BMSs. You would think you could actually have 2 charge ports. Especially as the charger it comes with, it's only 2.3 amp. 231 watts, so you'd have to calculate that. Yeah, we know the battery size, so someone out there can. I haven't looked at this. This is the first time I've seen it. You can go and calculate the charge time when they're saying 9 hours. You can go and verify that. But of course, if you could have 2 charge ports, you'd half that. That's a long time. That's a lot of charge. That's an overnight charge, basically, isn't it? Wilder tyre for a wild riding style. So a CST tyre. 3-inch wide, so it's going to be the same as the KS16X, isn't it, really? 16-inch with 3-inch wide. V12 is selected among a large sum of tested models which can give you more control. Responsive spin kill button. Disengage the motor when you need it. Stand at where you need it to. A built-in stand will get rid of anxiety, put the wheels scratched down, put down a yeah, that will only work on almost completely flat surfaces. It'll work on a flat, nice tarmac road, and you can point it up or down the hill, depending which way you want it. But of course, if you can't put it on a cross camber because it'll fall over, or gravelly ground, I know without a lot of work anyway. Integrated and compact trolley handle, locked in a secure place. The handle will not bring you more troubles whilst cruising. Okay. Similar design and function to the V11 by the looks of it. A little clip under there, let you push in to bring it out, lock it in place, and unlock it. Pretty cool. It's very well thought out. That's one thing I would say. Stereophonic sound Bluetooth speaker array. 4 loudspeakers spread at the front and rear body can give you an immersive stereophonic experience. Stereophonics. Perimeters, here we go. Max payload, 120 kilograms, which is standard now. Max slope, top speed. Classic mileage, 160 kilometers. Working temp, -10, so you guys in Russia will be alright, to a degree. Storage temp, -20. Okay. Battery capacity, so it's 2 lots of 875s. Okay. Very good. Typical mileage, fully charged, 75 kilogram payload, 25 degrees C with no wind. So don't have baked beans the night before. And cruising at the flat road, hopefully not face planting, at 20. So it's riding at 20 kilometers an hour, which is, hey Siri. Don't want to chat today? No? You want to just leave me in the lurch? Hey Siri. 20 kilometers an hour in miles per hour.
20 kilometers per hour is 12.43 miles per hour.
So if, Mario, with this weight loss thing, if I can get down to 75 kilograms and we change country, let's go somewhere where it's 25 degrees C with no wind, California with no wind, and if we go 12 miles an hour on flat, we might get a typical mileage of 160 kilometers. Hey Siri, 160 kilometers in miles.
160 kilometers.
100 miles. It's not going to do 100 miles, is it? I can't get 100 miles out of Sherman. It's got not quite twice the amount of battery power, but close.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's annoying when they do that. Car manufacturers do it as well with miles per gallon. Just say it does 40 miles and everyone goes, oh, that's not very good. And they get it like, it does 60 miles. This is brilliant. InMotion are great. They under-declare it. And all manufacturers just massively over-declare it. So, but at 12 miles an hour, you might be able to, but that is going pretty slow. That would be, well, 12 miles an hour, 100 miles. How many hours could you write there saying you could write it, Mario? What is 100? Hey Siri, 100 divided by 12.
100 divided by
8 hours of
12 is
riding.
about 8.3333.
So you're going to be riding that for 8 hours until it goes flat. I think not. I think not. But there we go. Is that it? Am I at the bottom of this? Oh, yes, I am. I am impressed with what they've done there. Despite my sarcasm around the mileage you can do, etc. Yes, I think they're doing a good job. It's going in the right direction, that is, isn't it? Let's scroll up because I'm missing loads of things. Will we stock the V12? Absolutely. As long as we can get it from them. InMotion is still going, which is good. That's nice to see. We won't get any communication from them at all for days. And then let's chase them and go, are you still going? Hey, Speedy, are you reviewing any EUC currently? Yes, we are, Muska Z. We are doing the... the EX. The Monster Gen 3. Haven't done it yet, but the M Super Pro High Torque. Not sure I'll do that one because it's kind of missed. We haven't better pack it all in. But it's down here. What else am I riding, Mario? That's it, isn't it?
You said a Monster.
Got the Monster Gen 3 and the EX, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's it at the moment, I think. So. I think that's a lot. David Ben, you skipped my question. I didn't skip it. I didn't see it. Can't see anything. David Ben. Here we go. Ian, did you hear our friend Rob Hitch on national radio this week talking about electric vehicles? It was superb. I didn't hear it. Tell me someone recorded that, and then share a link to it if you can on electricpeople.org, and I will go and check it out. Because I saw someone post up that he was doing that, but I didn't have a chance just to set aside that time to go and do that. Is Mario and his fiancée riding down the aisle on an EUC? Now there's a suggestion. You went to your graduation on a electric unicycle, didn't you?
Yeah.
And you were cool. So everyone thought, he's a cool dude. Didn't they?
I hope.
Yeah, no one actually said that, but they were thinking it.
Yeah, they were.
Even if they were jealous, that's why they didn't mention it to you.
Yeah.
So you could do that with your wedding. Is that a goer or not? Or do you think that's not happening?
Well, I have to teach her to ride.
But you got until August.
Yeah.
Maybe put that as a suggestion. Not sure how to wear it with a wedding dress. Perhaps you could wear shorts. FFM means Frankfurt, Maine for Aborigines. There we go. Now we are talking the V12. Ian needs to spend some of the profits from the new shop to get another MacBook. Well, you say that, but my new MacBook went to the shop and I had to buy another MacBook to replace the MacBook that went to the shop. And the shop isn't open yet, so that ain't making any profit. That is just sinking money into it. That's what's happening with that shop. First adjustable foot plates, question mark. Yeah, good point. Yeah, not a question mark, but a face going, is that true? At some point, I'm going to upgrade to a 16X Kingsong or Gotway Nicola Plus is cheaper, so still wondering, oh well. 16X is just an amazing wheel, Roland. It really is. Like the anti-theft thing, says David. V12 looks slick, says Roland. I do not need side light patterns. According to law, side has to be lit in yellow. Interesting. So your law, I don't like the side lights at all, just from an aesthetic point of view. I just rather have them off. And it's burning through power, isn't it? Only minimal, because I think they're 5 volt, but nonetheless, still burning through power. Oh, there we go. Hey, we got 100 NT dollars again, which is it enough to make you dance in front of the camera? Can't remember. £2, is it? £2.7, I think, possibly. Thank you very much for your donation, and not only that, a laughing, smiling cat. Roland's given me €2. Thank you very much for my MacBook money pit. Exactly right. Sally is currently in. Very unlikely Sally's watching this live feed. She is currently in the shop adding products to the website on my MacBook, which is now the shop's MacBook. So, yeah, And I had to buy a new cover as well for the MacBook. Someone is at my front door. I've got a delivery driver at my front door. Let's see if I can answer that. Oh, okay, yeah. Hiya, mate. Could you leave it round the side? Is that all right? Could you leave it round the side? Yeah, thank you very much. Cheers. Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I said leave it around the side. He doesn't let it around the side. He's put it by the front door. And it's exposed. Never mind. I wonder if that'll be there when I get back. Oh well, if not, throw them all money down the drain. Get some more. Order them again. Ben says, my VAF handle is stuck down, maybe bent and jammed. Is there a technique to remove the cover without pulling out the handle? VAF. Ah, I see. It's gone below the outer shell, I suspect. Slightly, has it? Is that what you're saying? Have you tried banging your fist? Not that way, because you'll hurt your knuckles. Bang it with a soft part hand on the side. So bang the side as you're depressing the button. Keep pressing the button like that, and then bang the side at the same time. You might find it shifts the plastic around, and it might pop back out. Try that and see what happens. Not had it myself, but I can imagine that's what I would do. So like bang, 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 and eventually it come out. Or you could always go to speedyfeet.co.uk and buy a new unicycle. I'm helpful, aren't I? I'm really, really helpful. Brilliant. Have you ever ridden? Thank you very much, Real Talk, for the $4.99. Have you ever ridden the MSS? No, I have not ridden the MSS. Have you ridden the MSS? It's not something I've ever got in, so sadly, no, I haven't. I'd love to, but unless someone's going to send me one, I'm still waiting for a one wheel. No one's given me a good price on a one wheel. I didn't realise those things were so expensive. Everyone's like, give me $1,000 for one, you can have it. No, I don't want it that much. What I'm thinking of getting in is the K4 from Begode. You got a video on that or not?
There is a video on electric people.
It's a video on electric people. Mario put it up of the Begode K4. It is a mental, slightly ugly device, but is right on my street. Can't go up my street, talking to streets, because it would be illegal. But around here, it would be pretty sweet, especially through the corridors and stuff. So it's 3,500 watt motor front and back.
Yeah.
So 2-wheel drive, and it's got 2 wheels. Yeah, amazing. We'll show that in a minute. Regarding your VAF handle, if you've tried banging it, then you might find that putting a little paperclip, unfolding a paperclip, and trying to run it around the outer peripheral of the actual handle will pull out enough as you're banging it. Maybe that'll work. Try that.
I think he said that they've tried banging it.
They tried banging it, yeah. I'm saying now you've tried banging it, try actually using a paperclip or something to round the outside of it. It won't damage the covers. Had a blast riding my first ever EUC. I did see that video, Neon. I got 6 years ago, which is a 350 watt hour battery and 350 watt motor a few days ago. And today was 5 years ago since I launched official London Electric Unicycle on Facebook. V12 lights look like the back of my iPhone. Exactly. By the way, what are your thoughts on the Begode? Oh, you just mentioned the K4. That is brilliant. That's been out for quite a while. So September last year, I think, I asked for a price on it. And I thought, that is mental. It was really expensive. So I'm not getting that in. And then I saw a video of it again today because Mary showed me it. I was like, I'll message him and try and get one in just for a laugh. Apparently Amy isn't watching this week either. No, doesn't look like it, does it? If I can get away with doing this whole live show without a ringing, that will be amazing. It'll be a first. Neon says he's outside my front door. Free for all. If you're outside my front door right now and you stole the Amazon package that's been put out there by the Amazon driver, who I had to put it around the side of the house, who didn't put it on full display at the front, you would get, wait for it, a floor mop. How disappointing would that be? You're like, yes, this is going to be amazing. It's going to be some wheels, some battery or something. It's a floor mop. I had a text the other day saying, can you get me a steam mop? So I got a steam mop. You caught your delivery this time. Good job. Exactly right. Caught your delivery this time with the Ring doorbell. It's at home rather than here, though. At Mario, go get the packages. He could do, but it's about an 8-mile ride or drive to go and get them. Roland, Speedy Feet. Has your motocross hobby been beneficial for your expert and adventurous users at EUC? I don't ride motocross. I ride trials. How pedantic is that? But there is a massive distinction between motocross and trials riding. With motocross, it's all about flat out throttle and dropping the clutch. With trials, it's about throttle control and balance. So I would have said, yes, it probably made a big difference actually riding a trials bike. So I've been riding trials for years. And I haven't done it for a few years, probably had about a 10-year break. But yeah, got it in. Got it in the old showroom, the old bike. The mouse. There we are, got it. So is it beneficial? Yes. And if anyone's a motorcyclist out there and you haven't tried trials, definitely try trials. Well worth it. It will make you a much better rider on the road and off-road and for other things as well. So will you stock the V12? Absolutely, yes, I will. Neon says, whatever happened to the battery modded 9bot you done for the charity ride? Do you still have it and will you do another ride on it? Especially off-road. Would be a giggle taking that kayak off-road. So would I ever ride it again? Absolutely not. No way. So at a sort of that biggest one we finished up with, we're thinking of doing 1,000 miles on. Had about a top speed of 8 miles an hour, 9 miles an hour, and at that speed it was trying to push you back, but because of the weight it couldn't do the tilt back, and so yeah, it went a bit funky. Funky monkey mouse. Thank you. Very good. We've got everything, mate. We've got all the mod cons. I maintain. We have in this warehouse. We've actually got everything. If someone said to me, "We need a treadmill," I'd go and get you a treadmill, or an exercise bike. I'd get you an exercise bike. If you say, like you see in the live shows, no, the weekly vlogs, need a router for the shop, just go into a drawer and get a router out. What else we got, Mario? We got a fish tank.
Nissan Leaf car.
We've got a giant version of a Nissan Leaf model, which came out of a Nissan garage. That's a bit random, isn't it? We've got a cardboard cutout of Toy Story. Yeah. We've got label printers, other printers. There's a HP printer there I don't think I've used much. Screens, laptops, camera equipment. Yeah. So would I take it off-road again? No, I would not take it off-road again, or on-road, or anywhere. And I've found 3 of the batteries today, coincidentally, that I've just been charging. So they'll probably go up on electric people. So if anyone's got a 9bot 1, now I cannot, and it'll be quite clear in the listing, they're going to be like 30 to 50 quid, depending on which size it is. They may or may not be good. They take a charge, so that's all good, but I don't know if they're okay to use or not. Put the fish tank on the treadmill. Good idea. The video of the trials bike was awesome. Oh, that's good, Jeff. I'm glad you liked it. Something a little bit different, wasn't it? Riding the modded 9bot. Roland, if you imagine doing another 1,000-mile ride, what would be your preferred EUC for the task? Well, I wouldn't do another 1,000 mile. I'd have to do something like double that, so 2,000 or 10,000. Doing 1,000 again wouldn't really interest me. It'd have to be something crazy, really. The issue with 10,000 miles is to be away from home for a long period of time. So from that point of view, probably not going to do 10,000. But yeah, I think I would take, though, probably the Sherman. Probably. Not 100% sure. I haven't done the range test yet on the Monster Pro with the new Gen 3 board fitted. So maybe that will be really good. If that, whatever does the most mileage. So with the range test, not the range test, the long distance riding challenges, whatever wheel goes furthest. At the time, people were shouting down Gotway all those years ago, 3-4 years ago, we did the 1,000 miler. But to be perfectly honest, when you look at the marketplace, you said what wheel does the most? It was Gotway. And guess what? They did the mileage back to back. Amazing, really. Marcus has asked a good question, and he has. It's above. It says, have you got any V11 batch 4? Is the bearings fixed now? Well, I don't think they've changed a lot, Marcus, really. They've just been pushing back against the bearing, well, the motor manufacturer, about the bearings, and they're just swapping them out as and when. And to be fair, I think we've had about a 50% fail rate, which is mega, by the way. It is mega. But that also means that half of the people that bought from us have never had an issue at all. So that's one way of looking at it. It's a bit cup half full, half empty type scenario. But it has been a bit of a nightmare, though. So I've just gone back at your question. I'll come back down again. Good job, Ben said. Good question, Marcus, because I didn't even see it. Hi there, caught the live stream. Hi, Critical Pixel. No floor mops in the warehouse, though. Correct. No floor. We have got a mop, so it is a floor mop. It's a mop for mopping the floor, but it's not a steamer as well. It is just a floor mop. Mary, do you know where the floor mop is? You should do, because you should be cleaning it regularly.
In here.
It's in here. That's very vague.
No, you're asking me. I
Yeah.
don't know where it is.
You don't know where it is. Doesn't know where it is. Do you know where dustpan and brush is?
Yes.
You do? Have you used it before?
Yes.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. That's good. We have got a mop here, though. We have got a mop and a dustpan and brush, you may have gathered. What are your thoughts on the wheel size of the V12? It's 16-inch, right? Why do you think they went smaller? Sorry for all the V12 questions. The interesting thing is, as I've said many a time, an underrated wheel is the 16X. It seems to have got overlooked in the last couple of years. And that rides really, really nicely for a 16-inch wheel, partly because of the 3-inch wide tyre. Brilliant thing. I've been smashing the miles out of my V11 now, using it daily. Good stuff. Well done. Yeah, so my thoughts on that, I'm not actually that bothered by that, being a 16-inch wheel. Some might have wanted to see an 19-inch wheel. But, yeah. Can you do a handstand on EUC? No, I cannot do a handstand on EUC, nor can I do a handstand. So the chances of doing it on EUC are very unlikely. I have seen people doing handstands on EUCs. Will there be any new suspension wheels coming in 2021? Seems like companies are more focused on non-suspension wheels this year. Yeah, I don't. That's fine with me. It really is fine with me. Suspension's great. The best suspension I've ridden so far is essentially on that EX because it suits my riding style. I'm not saying it's the best suspension by any measure. What I am saying is for me and my riding style of 30% on road and 70 off, and me liking a rigid machine rather than one that's floaty, it works really well because the suspension's kind of terrible but brilliant at the same time. So it's quite rigid. But when you actually need it, when you actually hit that pothole, it takes a bit of the kick out of it, protecting my lovely back. So for me, that works really, really well. The most comfortable suspension I've ridden is on the V11. It's beautiful riding along the road. So you've got a bit of both going on. Swings and roundabouts. Are unicycle manufacturers constantly updating the firmware? They are, yes. Now, of course, there's a bit of a multi-answer to that question because some of it is done over the air, OTA, if I can spell correctly, and some of it's fixed. So Bigode, no, what did we hear it pronounced today? Bigode. Because I said never heard it pronounced that. Bigode?
Bigoda.
Bigoda. So Bigoda. Sounds like a snake. But Bigoda, they fix their firmware so it's on the board and you can't mess around with it. Well, you could if you had the tools, but they don't release the tools. But really, all intents and purposes, it's not designed for the user to be updating the firmware. They set it, and the only way to change that is by changing the board, which in some ways is really good. So you can never screw up a wheel with a firmware update. In some ways it's bad. You don't get the latest updates if that changes anything at all. So there's two ways of doing it, and all of them are updating their firmware pretty much all the time when new wheels come out. How many EUCs will John go through on a 10,000 mile ride? Well, I would estimate probably 5 I'm going to go for. I think you get a couple of thousand out of each one. Do you have any coal in the warehouse as it's getting cold on the boat? If I set off now, I should arrive in about a month to collect. Coal? Have we got any coal here? We haven't got coal, have we? No coal. No. We've got some lithium-ion batteries that you can set fire to.
Yeah.
That'll keep you warm for a little while. Might not be a lot left of your boat, though. That's the only problem. Wouldn't you take a suspension wheel if you're doing that many miles? No. So the I'm not sure what the determining factor of the range tests or range challenges is miles. I can tell you what, I don't mind riding a rigid wheel if it gives me another 20 miles per charge, and when I'm stuck out somewhere in the middle of nowhere and I know I've got 20 extra miles, I'd rather get there than be comfortable getting there, if that makes sense. So yeah, in those challenges, they're extreme challenges anyway. That 1,000 miler was extreme. It's 1,080 miles we would have done it in 12 days, I think. But I had my board go, so it burned a day out. It's a huge amount of riding. You couldn't do anything else at all apart from ride and charge. And so eliminating the charge time would enable you to do the trip quicker. So if there was a wheel that did 150 miles per charge, for example, then we would ride that thing until we'd done the 140. Don't forget, you can't actually do 150 because you'd be at 0. So you'd need to charge prior to that at the closest place. So you might stop at 120, something like that, 130, and charge up and get that charge as quick as possible and be back out again. That way you might be able to do 300 miles a day kind of thing. That means that you could actually do a 10,000 mile challenge. Would you retest the new Sherman? Wider rim, higher pedals, foot plates? Stefan, would I do that? Would I test it? No, I wouldn't get a brand new one out of the box to go and test it, no. Because I just lose a load of money. Every time we review one of these wheels, it costs us a lot of money. Because we essentially wipe off a load of... We could sell them like the Sherman I had in. We were selling them all day long. And we couldn't get enough in. I had to take one out of the box and review it. Which meant someone couldn't have a new one. Yeah. So would I retest it? Not just for that. I've heard good things about it, the wider rim. So that's pretty sweet. Have you heard anything from Emotion if they're going to change the bearings in the V11? Well, I think, Marcus, they basically had already changed them. I'm not sure. It's not in Motion as such. It's the motor manufacturer. I suppose they could pressure them to change the types of bearings they put in them. They've already changed them twice or once, could it be? There's 2 different bearings anyway that they used to have in them. I know some people are swapping them out. Last week on the live show, we had someone write in and give us the exact bearing. So if you look at last week's live feed, go through the comments that were from the live, not just in the video, but the actual comments that were live comments, you'll see the bearing type that people were changing out. It's not cheap. I think it was €50 for the bearing or €80 for the bearing. Marcus says Tesla is an underrated wheel, so much power and range for a comparatively low price. Totally agree. It's a great price point for what you get for it. Bang for buck, as we call it here. Moto Michelle, my husband and son are enjoying their S18s. Oh, congratulations on them enjoying them. Well done for getting them. And I'm glad they are. Nothing worse when someone gets a wheel and disappointed with it, which is pretty rare if you give the right information out and you're not just trying to sell wheels, but you give the right information out to suit the purpose, you pretty much can guarantee you're going to really love it. Nothing worse than someone who's got a stock of something and just try and shift it off and then they're peed off and they never ride an electric unicycle ever again. Roland, when you are changing your bearing grease for your modern huge bearings, would you lose your guarantee on the EUC bought from Speedy fee? I don't think you ever really lose your guarantee with Speedy fee. Not really. You'd have to make it really stupid because we're always trying to help out anyway. There's nothing really. We wouldn't say, screw you, you've taken it apart. You're getting no help from us. We'll always try and help out. Marty, did I miss the explainer for that nice photo frame on the desk? You didn't miss that. In fact, you're the first person to mention the very strange photo sat on the desk. If you watch the weekly vlogs, you might have caught it because Mario found this pass, which was Susie, who used to work for me. She worked for about 8 or 9 years. Got sick of it in the end and went. It's kind of true, actually. I thought you get a bit fed up in the end. I used to, when she was doing the accounts, I used to come in, grab the back of the chair on a wheel. So you get on a wheel, brilliant joke. It's not so funny the 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 100th time. But you come in, you get the back of the chair and you're like, way, Susie, and grab it. Tip it back so she can't get off, and then wheel it out into the corridor, and then bomb down the corridor. It's great, because you go, no, no, and then you stop, part way down the warehouse, and then bomb back again. Sit back at your desk. Hilarious. Anyway, that was her pass, and when Mario came, he couldn't get into the building, and I couldn't be bothered to go and get the free pass that North write the form out. It was just too much hassle. So can't be bothered. So I gave him that one, but I redrew her face, so I put glasses on. A little bit of a beard and a moustache, and then crossed out her name and just put Mario 100% and put an arrow to it. And then that did him well for quite some time. And he found it and I said, don't throw it away, bring it in because I'll frame it for you. And indeed I kept true to my promise. I bought a golden coloured frame. This, you'll see it in the vlog, this week's vlog, isn't it? Must be. Came this week, didn't it? Yeah. You'll see it. It now sits proudly on his desk. He's just brought it in just to show it off. He's quite happy about it. Quite pleased that I got him this. I went to this length to present it to him. And I think he appreciates that. That this actually cost me £8 to do it. So, yeah, that is now a keepsake. It stays on Mara's desk. Yeah. If you do get issues with the V11 bearing, what signs would you look for? It makes a noise, critical pixel. Starts to sound a bit rough, but we have had that on other wheels without the hollow bearings as well. So yeah, for a challenge, will you create a one-off Frankenstein machine EUC using all different parts of different EUCs that you have laying around that you no longer use would make a great video? Could possibly do that. We've got a few lying around. All I really go for is just bigger battery capacity. So the only thing I could think of doing was stacking as many batteries on as possible. We did have a thought at one point in time with the M Super V3 of putting the seat mod, well, we did it, the seat mod on, and then cut the seat mod in half, use it as a place to put batteries. Now we were trying to think about stacking them so high that you then use it as a seat to sit on. So you hardly have to crouch down. And that way you get loads of range. The issue is protecting those batteries if you have a crash. And it's very difficult to break with that much weight sat on top of the wheel. We did try it, and in fact there's a video of John testing that going up Cleve Hill near Cheltenham, having a failure on his wheel and him penguin off, like a penguin, jumps off, head first into the road. I didn't quite catch him actually doing that, but I was filming this way, I think, down the road, and as I heard a crash, I turned the camera around, he was lying on the floor. It's all on video, so go and check it out. Noisy bearing will indicate a bearing starting to wear out. If you get issues with your V11 and other wheels, you'll hear it. If you turn the wheel off and spin it, if it's got a grindy sort of sound. We ran our 16X was doing that for, I don't know, for ages. It didn't make no difference. But with the V11 it does because of the type of bearing it is. Ian, can you suggest a woman-friendly wheel because they just take a look at it and say no straight away? So no female riding with me at the moment. Try an M10-3. That will get them riding real quick and get the bug, basically. You have to repair one from John. He needs a new rim. So Stefan, with John's wheel, he will be getting the latest motor with a wider rim. Yeah, absolutely. They're on order for him already. We've got a couple of motors coming in, just in case anyone else wants one. Can an older Sherman be upgraded to new higher pedal height? Yes, it can, I think. It's just the hangers that it's sat on, so you'd have to replace basically the hangers. So you have to take them off the axle and put them on. So as far as I know, the answer to that is yes. Ricks and Jack Johnny says, my wife rides the MSX and has tried several wheels and found the MSX her favourite. So there you go. That's Mario's door card, correct. I've unlocked my V11 to 34 miles per hour, but I'm always worried in traffic I might be pushing it a bit. Any advice on setting power speed alarms? EUC World only has set speed limits, not battery related. So what I do with mine is I set my tilt back lower, because with alarms, especially if you've got a full face helmet on, which you should have if you're riding those speeds, and it's windy, etc., or it's noisy traffic, you might not hear your alarm. So if you've got your tilt back set, you physically feel the wheel trying to push you back. So I set my tilt back speed at a speed that I'm happy to slam into the ground and break my arms and collarbone at. So Mario should grow his hair out as well as grow a moustache beard to match the old ID. You could do that. Your skin tone is similar to Susie's. So you could grow long hair. Use one of those iron things that the ladies use. You'd know all about them with the old straightens it out. So a hair straightener, that's it. Hair straightener. And get some glasses. They look like Where's Wally glasses. So, or Waldo if you're in the US, I believe. And I can't seem to hear speed alarms. Correct. So tilt back is the answer. Have you ever painted your wheels, says Roland? If so, have you used plaster dip? This looks also as if it would also be a quick fix for surface water ingress, rubbery paint act as seals. Possibly. I haven't done that. We used to hydro dip them. In fact, I've got all the equipment for hydro dipping here in the warehouse. This warehouse has everything in it, which is a separate business, which I have not opened up. It's been sat there probably for 3 years, 4 years. It's something we definitely will do, but we need more warehouse space, and we will start offering that hydro dipping for every wheel. So it could be something brand new you buy. Obviously, there's a lead time to it, but custom wraps essentially that are hydro dipped to the outside, which are disassembly of the panels. They can then be hydro dipped in camos, in Hello Kitty. I want mine done in Hello Kitty. So if I could get a Sherman or the Monster Pro, if that turns out that does good mileage, I'll ride that Monster Pro more if Gen 3 board gives me good mileage. If it doesn't, I don't care. But the Sherman, say, I want all of that to be Hello Kitty. So I'd take all the panels off, take the whole thing apart, dip it in Hello Kitty, put it back together. That would be sweet. The The bearing issues, I'm sure, is from people getting moisture in, most likely from the snow riding. Condensation causes the bearings to rust and creates flat spots on the bearings. That is true. Also, road salt from when it's winter. So a lot of these V11 issues suddenly popped up. It's like a spike. If you had a grav, they're like this. And it went spike when it went into winter. So there you go. Cars get the same issues with bearings, correct. What was the end repair result on John breaking the Sherman? Only John could blow up a tyre, so it was the rim that he cracked by going down steps over and over again. Vlog was very late this week. I hope Mario's wages have been sufficiently adjusted. Yes, so on your recommendation, he has 0 income this month, and he has to earn it for next month. Mario's laughing, so he finds that hilarious. Didn't realise you'd find it funny, so that's good. Let me just make a note of that. No wages this month. People are harsh on you, aren't they? It's like if you step out of line just slightly, it's like, no pay. I look like a lovely boss in comparison, don't I, to these people? If they ran the country, it would be very efficient. Or people would be dead because they can't afford to eat. One of those, but yeah, there we go. Mind you, a win-win, isn't it? If I don't pay you, you can't afford to eat, therefore the weight challenge, the horse going around the... you'll win it.
I'll lose a lot of weight, yeah.
Yeah, but win a lot. So you'll lose in one way, but gain in others. With John, the way John treated the Sherman, I take it he can never drive your car. Has he ever driven my car? I know with his car, he crashed it in my front drive. I don't think that's a story I've told, but that is true. With my electric trials bike, he managed to crash that in my drive as well. And wasn't going anywhere. But he did. He snapped off the rear mudguard. It was a blessing, really, in disguise. I was able to replace it, the white one, with the black one, because it then matched the entire bike. What happened to the phone call from the wife and kids? That has not occurred yet. Oh, wow, actually, we're almost out of time. Wow, we need to get on with this. That hasn't occurred. We might get away with it, so shh. Maybe Ian can train John how to use a quick inflator. High dripping, I'll send you my will to have it done, says Marcus. Burn, marry, that is harsh. I mean, they want to kill him now. It's gone from just docking his wages to removing his wages entirely. Now they want to murder him. Does the InMotion app allow for adjusting the tilt back, or is it just the max speed setting that changes it? Does the InMotion app allow for adjusting the tilt back, or is it just the max speed setting that changes it? I can't remember, I'm sorry, off the top of my head. I don't forget, I rode the V11 to do the 1,000 kilometers on it, and then we moved on to another wheel, and that was some time ago. So with me, I'm typically riding Gotway wheels because they do the most miles. That's kind of where it's at. So yeah, I set it there, I set the tilt back. So I turn off the first two alarms it's called, and you've got a third one on, and an 80% alarm, which you can't turn off, but you can then set the tilt back. That's how I do it. Have we got anything else, Mario, before we close it?
I have a quick bit of veteran going off-road.
A veteran going off-road. Are you playing it, are you?
I could.
Let's play that. The veteran going off-road. Let's do it. I'm going to get my headphones on. I want to listen to it as well. Has it got good music?
No.
It hasn't got good music.
Speak Chinese.
It's Chinese music.
No music.
Play with the Mandarin or whatever it is. Go.
那个车来了不？我躲不了啊。
Wow. One of the things I took away from that video, and it's probably not... Can anyone guess what I took away most important point from that video? Can you guess? Comment below. Can you guess what I took away from that video? And that's a hint. Okay, what am I looking for, Mario, on Electric People?
My article.
Ben says the cameraman. He's guessing it, the cameraman. Keep guessing. No front face helmet? No, keep guessing. Clearance? No. Ignoring all that, it's got nothing to do with electric unicycles. You're never going to guess it. If you listen carefully to that video, lack of safety gear, the camera was great, not enough torque to go up for long distances. No, none of those things. None of those insults. It was, in fact, someone was riding the trials bike. Should we listen to it again, Mario? Do it again.
Okay.
I mean, I know we run out of time, but who cares? Let's listen to it again.
那个车来了不？我躲不了啊。
Oh, there it was. I heard the trials bike. Ready? A minute again. Hear it again in a second. Hear it in the background? There you are. You can hear it just then. That is a trials bike. Probably. I think it's a 4-stroke. I think it's a 4-stroke. Didn't see the trials bike. Probably been more interested in the trials bike, to be honest, than that video. So, yeah, that was a trials bike riding. Now, Mario, what have we got on the old? You said you put a video up on electricpeople.org. What was it?
Several things.
Kindly show the ladies and gentlemen the screen.
Yeah, 1 second.
If you could. Is this the pre-order of the K4?
Well, there is the K4 and also the Liverpool ride-out.
Okay, we've got 2 more things to enter. So this is the K4. I won't go into this now, but you can see it there on the screen. If you go to electricpeople.org, there's Mario's post up a video. Mario is a filmmaker / EUC repair technician. So go and check him out. He's posted that up on electricpeople.org. If you haven't signed up, then there's something wrong with you. So go and sign up, and then you'll be okay. And on here is Begode K4, which I'm probably going to get in, to be honest. I got a price, I think it was September last year. And I was like, no chance. But there we are. Who's commented? Looks so homemade, no ABS. It seems a little iffy, probably fun to use. And that summarizes exactly why I want it. Looks a little bit iffy. That is what won it over for me. I looked at that and thought, that looks well dodgy. Cool. And then what else we got? Oh my goodness. EUC pogo stick. Right, go and see the EUC pogo stick. We signed up an account with them from ages ago. They were terrible apparently. And here we go. So the UK EUC Weekender Ride Out Liverpool. Hi Brett, welcome to the live show. 2nd, 3rd, or 4th of July 2021 weekend. You can text or call Earl on his mobile number. There it is. I think you probably should only call him or text him relating to this ride out. That's what I'd say. He will be sharing it on the main EUC Facebook page groups here in the UK. Leave your... you get back to them. Leave your details and comments on these and you'll get back to them. They can only have around 50 people max because of charging stops. It's also important to have a wheel of good range, at least 35 plus miles. £5 weekend charge, or you can pay a little extra if you want, as this is going towards charity. So it's a whole ride out here, you see, from July 2nd to Saturday and presumably Sunday. So all the details are there on electricpeople.org as a whole. I won't go through it all now. But there you can see it. Can we share this? We should be able to. Share, copy link. Look at this. It's Electric People. It's just perfect for sharing and caring and just being part of the community in general. I've shared that link on the chat anyway, on the live chat. So I took away two who's a very lightweight, no relevant. Two his? Two his? What's two his? There we go. Right. Jonathan Martin, welcome. I'm about to say goodbye. Oh, there's some more questions. Let me try and answer them first. So, lack of safety gear, blah, blah, blah. Discussion for next Wednesday then. Riding the K4 in traffic is going to get you run over. It needs a safety flag like a kid's bike. We were talking about this before. You can be bombing down the road on that K4. No one would see you. Not even in a car would they see you. So they just turn left. Like lorry drivers have that problem with cyclists coming up the side, their blind spot. They just turn left, they go smash straight into a hedge. Wouldn't even know you're there. It's a puff of smoke, gone in the hedge. He's dead. But it looks a right laugh. Great show, lads. See you next week. Widowmaker K4, good name for it. We will see you next week. Roll the end credits. This is going to go back on Mario's desk. You'll see us in the vlog. Watch it, comment, like, subscribe. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for the donations that have been sent in. Very good of you. We love you. Goodbye. Cup of tea. Gotta go. See ya.